1 to 2 weeks before your period is also called your luteal phase and takes place after the follicle that released your egg transforms into a structure of cells called your corpus luteum, which starts producing progesterone. It's common for progesterone to be too low, which is why having PMS problems like sleep issues, breast tenderness, and mood swings are going to be so common. What you eat before your period impacts how you feel on your period, and this is why nutrition is so critical. My name is Julia. I'm a fertility nutrition consultant and hormone holistic health coach with a bachelor's in nutrition, and I am here to help you embody a food-first approach for balanced hormones, better periods, and improved fertility. The first part of using food to support your hormones in your luteal phase is going to be to prioritize blood sugar balance. While blood sugar balance is always important every single phase, this is going to be when you want to have it top of mind. This is because sugar and carbohydrate cravings are more common during this time, and an increase in blood sugar spikes not only harms your thyroid, but also increases fatigue, increases estrogen, which leads to more PMS, and also increases testosterone, which is a male hormone that produces sebum, which is the oil in your skin that can exacerbate acne in this phase as well. Simple ways to support blood sugar balance is going to be to avoid naked carbohydrates. Naked carbohydrates refers to eating carbohydrates like bread, rice, pastas, and even fruit without a fat or protein paired with it. This is because carbohydrates digest rather quickly compared to fats and proteins that digest a lot slower. So rather than a drastic blood sugar spike that comes from eating carbohydrates by themselves, you're going to have stable blood sugar when pairing them with fat or protein. Some examples how to implement this is going to be to pair nuts with fruit, oatmeal with grass-fed collagen and almond butter, eating rice cakes or toast with almond butter or peanut butter or even avocado, and also pairing a beef stick with fruit. Aim for consistency in meal times. Eating a balanced breakfast in 1 hour of waking is going to help keep your cortisol in check and blood sugar balanced. Now, this does not have to be an elaborate breakfast like you see on Instagram. It just has to have 25 grams of protein, some healthy fats paired with it, also fiber coming from fruit or even root vegetables like sweet potatoes. Aim to eat a balanced snack or meal every 3 to 5 hours to prevent your blood sugar from dipping too low. This can not only cause a lot of fatigue, but also more cravings and hunger. Another way to support blood sugar balance is to swap out refined sugar and white carbs for whole food carbohydrates and real fruit. Whole food carbohydrates to increase in your luteal phase is going to be root veggies like butternut squash and sweet potatoes, pseudo grains like quinoa, and also beans like chickpeas and lentils. When it comes to fruit, try to eat fruits that have a low GI, which refers to your glycemic index. This is used to measure how quickly a food increases your blood sugar. And while fruit should always be paired with fat and protein for blood sugar balance, eating low GI fruit can be even more supportive. When it comes to fruit with the lowest GI, I want you to think of apples, pears, cherries, berries, and also citrus fruits. Now, this doesn't mean whatsoever that you need to avoid high glycemic index fruits like ripe bananas, watermelon, and pineapple, as all 3 of these fruits have so many benefits in your luteal phase as well. But it is important to make sure you're keeping the serving size to a minimum and to also be pairing them with fat and protein always. Next is to eat foods that help produce progesterone. Chickpeas are wonderful as they not only contain vitamin B6, but also magnesium, which is the power duo when it comes to producing that progesterone. Chickpeas also have a high amount of fiber, 5 grams of fiber in only half a cup, which is going to be wonderful for helping with excreting excess estrogen and also supporting your blood sugar. I love chickpeas because they're just so versatile. You can roast them in your oven, add them on top of bowls and salads for that extra crunch. You can also add them to desserts like chickpea blondies or chickpea cookie batter, or you can even add them to soups. Sweet potatoes are also rich in these nutrients and just as easy to integrate in your diet as chickpeas. Simple ways to integrate sweet potatoes in your diet can be to add them in a soup like a grass-fed beef and lentil soup, a black bean chili, or you can even add them into desserts like a sweet potato brownie recipe, making sweet potato chips or sweet potato fries, or even roasting them whole and adding grass-fed butter, some flaky sea salt, and maple syrup on top. You can dice them up and roast them in the oven with some herbs, or you can even stuff them with ingredients like chickpeas or onion and even avocado. Eggs are also supported food to consume here because they're high in vitamin D, which is a really crucial nutrient that helps with decreasing inflammation and regulating your hormones. Vitamin D may also help with decreasing prostaglandins because of its strong anti-inflammatory properties. This is wonderful if you struggle with period pain because prostaglandins, although they may help with shedding your uterine lining, they can also, if you have too many, cause excessive period pain. The yolks in particular are packed with healthy fats, which support healthy progesterone levels. Pregnenolone is the precursor to progesterone and is synthesized from the cholesterol found in the egg yolk. This makes eggs a really important staple for your luteal phase. If you had a couple questions come up watching this video, or you've been on a hormone balance journey of your own, make sure to hit me up on Instagram and send me a direct message. I would love to help you out over there. Next is to make sure you're eating sesame and sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are packed with vitamin E, which can help with reducing oxidative stress and helping produce progesterone. Sesame seeds have lignans, similar to flax, which actually helps support estrogen metabolism in this phase. Both seeds are rich in B vitamins, which help combat fatigue, support detoxification, and can even lower homocysteine, which has been found to be increased at high levels with people with infertility and also headaches. Magnesium and vitamin B6 are also two nutrients that are rich in this blend, which help with PMS, producing progesterone, and also just relaxation. I always love adding these seeds on top of avocado toast or even incorporating them into different desserts. Making sure that you are incorporating these seeds specifically from your luteal phase is going to be the most effective. Seed cycling is a great remedy to incorporate different seeds at specific times in your cycle to really help support your hormones in a more targeted way. For example, pumpkin flax is consumed from period ovulation or day 1 to 14 of your cycle, and sesame and sunflower seeds are consumed from day 15 to 28 of your cycle, which is also ovulation to your next period. Next is to reduce inflammation. This is crucial because what you eat before your period can help decrease the compounds that contribute to period pain. If you are trying to get pregnant, reducing inflammation also helps with uterine receptivity and also implantation. Omega-3 rich foods like freshly ground flax, hemp seeds, walnuts, pecans, salmon, and tuna are all going to be supportive for reducing inflammation. If you are looking for omega-3 rich fish, it's also going to be low in mercury. Just remember the acronym SMASH. This is short for salmon, sardines, mackerel, anchovies, and also herring. 1 to 2 grams of ginger is going to be the most powerful spice for reducing inflammation, and it's shown in multiple studies to help with period pain as well. Decreasing caffeine intake and swapping out your afternoon coffee or matcha for a chamomile tea could also help with decreasing inflammation. This tea in particular has also been shown to help with heavy periods. Support and increase appetite. Your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate, increases slightly before your period, which is why you're going to feel a lot hungrier. Being aware of this is so important because when you're not eating enough, it's going to result in headaches, fatigue, and also irritability. Adding in more balanced snacks, increasing healthy fats, and making simple swaps is going to make all the difference in this phase. Some ways to do this is going to be increasing healthy fats because they're higher in calories per gram, which is going to help with fullness and overall hormone balance. Adding seeds to snacks and avocados to your meals can make a huge difference. This is also the time of the month you may want to consider a fattier cut of meat like grass-fed beef and chicken thighs. If you're already used to consuming 3 balanced meals a day and not really a snacker, this may be the time of the month you want to start bringing a mid-morning and mid-afternoon snack with you to work. Bloating and constipation are also very common in this phase, and this is due to the lovely progesterone, which tends to slow things down a bit, and this does include digestion. Eating certain foods and paying attention to how you eat can not only help support digestion and nutrient absorption, but also improve intestinal motility. To speed up gastric motility is going to be drinking a hot herbal tea like fennel tea or ginger. Staying hydrated is also crucial to help keep things moving. A lot of times people increase their fiber in this phase, which is wonderful. We should be aiming for that 25 grams of fiber daily. But if we do this and we don't increase our water intake, it's just going to leave you backed up and constipated. So making sure you're eating hydrated foods with a high water content like lettuce and cucumbers, and also drinking half your body weight in ounces of water is going to be crucial to mitigating bloat. Supporting your gut health is also going to be crucial for healthy digestion. Eating foods that are rich in probiotics like yogurt and kefir is going to be essential for improving the good gut bacteria in your gut. And also eating prebiotics like apples and kiwi can help make sure these good gut bacteria colonize and multiply. The Pac-Man eats the ghost and the probiotic eats the prebiotic. I learned this from my nutrition professor years ago at college, and it always stuck with me. Another way to improve your gut health is going to be to strengthen your gut lining and soothe inflammation. Some simple ways to do this is by incorporating grass-fed collagen, which is going to be high in proline and glycine, and also implementing bone broth, which is going to be full of glutamic acid. Eating foods that are rich in digestive enzymes like pineapple for bromelain and mango for amylase is going to help support the breakdown of different types of macronutrients like carbs, fat, and protein so they can be utilized in the body and absorbed properly. Not only is what you eat going to help constipation and bloat, but also how you eat. For example, you may want to avoid eating and watching the news or a stressful show simultaneously, as this is just going to suppress digestion. This puts your body in a fight or flight response when it should be in a rest or digest state. When digestion is suppressed, this makes absorbing nutrients really difficult and bloating way more likely to happen. The way to prepare your body for optimal digestion is to take a deep breath before you eat, sit down while eating, and also be in a calm environment. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch more videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified on when more videos get released. Thank you guys for watching and hope to see you in the next one.